Good Sunday morning on the Alan Osborne Show. What's going on? It's October 30th. It's a lazy Sunday morning. So you've been partying a little too hard or tooting your own horn or whatever it is that made you happy. Well, we're going to talk about this morning. You know what makes me happy? What makes me happy is I don't have a script. And I know that this is the issue. We can't vote for this because really we're going to start with this. I'm gonna tell you what we can do. I'm gonna talk about the family tree of Walton County. Boots and Scott are friends, and Scott and Trey are friends, and Danny and Boots and Tony Corman and Mike Barker. We're all deputies together. This is like almost the Redneck Yacht Club, except it's the Redneck Deputy Gang. It's all the law enforcement who couldn't enforce the law and follow the laws when they were on active service. Somehow we've elected them. And hell, part of that's my damn fault. I didn't support this idiot behind us that's got us sued right here for trying to use his position to get something that he probably didn't need. But I supported that dumbass Danny Glidewell because he lied like hell to all of us. He just wanted in there. It was a power thing. People have accused me of wanting attention and power. Hell, I just want a fair system. I mean, I served the Constitution for 35 years. Don't you reckon these jokers could follow it? But they're proud of what they do. They're proud. Right about the time all the big shit broke with Dee Dee and the scandals, here was their position. Oh, look at me, look at me. Look how happy they are. Trey done got all that stuff and done fired Dee Dee. Yeah, and he got away. Look at that. He's like the Cheshire Cat. Little did we know that Miss Carrie and the Naked Sarah would catch up to him. And, and really I left Tony out of it all the other day. But Tony, wasn't it your employee that the chairman was carrying naked? Was it? I don't know. Was it Sarah, Tony? Inquiring minds want to know if you knew. And if you knew, Tony, that brings into question, why didn't you do something? Tony, are you not a citizen who should file an ethics complaint? Now, Tony, I've got the emails and texts from Sarah. Remember, she sent them to me, but she wasn't mad they were following the law. She was mad that, that the chairman, remember the chairman, Mr. Trey? She was mad that she wasn't the only one besides his wife. So anyway, so I'm going to tell you what you can do. Now, they're going to lawyer up because they've got paid potato chip bowl man. They're paying him by the hour because he was Scott's attorney. And like he said, he's conflicted over one of the most major development orders that he's told them to issue permits on. And that's how it works. This is what your tax money really does. And this is why you have to vote no on the tax, because these are a bunch of ass clowns. And they think we're all stupid. They don't hold people responsible. They've now recruited some awesome people. And congratulations for making the Alan Osborne Show. I want to recognize y'all because Mr. Henderson, the developer up in the Funiac, welcome. Me and Suzanne Harris, we know what the hell's going on, Mr. Henderson, and I ain't never seen you at a damn meeting. Let me give you a hint, Mr. Henderson. We don't care how much money you have or exchange with these people. Let's see, Mr. O'Connell, who's all vocal on there, O'Connell Associates. Mr. O'Connell, aren't you an engineer? How come you've never spoken against what I have? If you're a licensed engineer, Mr. O'Connell, Sandestin's in 90% non-compliance. And I've got the letters from the state and the state standards. Isn't it the same people that you work with to get your approvals? Because Mr. O'Connell, you'll see his name up and down Highway 8. Aren't you an engineer, Mr. O'Connell? So you want these people to be able to just keep on going, because if they had to factor in their real cost instead of the average taxpayer, you might not have as much business, huh, Mr. O'Connell, because it would cost more to develop correctly, correct? If they enforced the standards, wouldn't that cut down on your business if they didn't have 30 or $40 million a year to cover it up? These are questions I want you to answer, Mr. O'Connell. Isn't this tax good for your business? I say bullshit to you, dude. If you're an engineer, I dare you to come debate me at the Sandestin thing November 4th, Mr. O'Connell. You're personally invited as a licensed Florida engineer and a businessman with such great ethics for the community to want proper infrastructure. Why don't you come see 2,000 acres of improper runoff and 2,000 acres of a violation of traffic standards? Tony Anderson changed the open space standards, or I could show you 50 missing acres of that. So you come on down to Edgewater, you come anywhere, Mr. Engineer O'Connell. Why don't you tell everybody what you really do? So Clay, I don't know, maybe Clay and Mr. Henderson and some of them, maybe they're going to work on take this tax money and throw some more money at the airport. Can you imagine what we've heard with the lawsuit and the sex scandal? Can you imagine? Maybe Mr. Henderson and Clay are going to have a plane. You can just imagine what an executive jet ride out of Defuniak would sound like, huh? What would it sound like?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain Jeremy speaking. Before we depart, please make sure all tray tables are in their upright positions and all packages are stowed in their proper compartments. Prepare for takeoff. Are we off? Oh.
Our boots is on the plane.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, honey, watch your teeth. Watch your teeth.
Lord, I can't go any farther. I just can't imagine. And then after they ride in on the airport, they can all go to the golf course at our expense too. Are we this stupid? When you see people like Mr. O'Connell coming out of the woodwork to defend these ass bags, you should know what's up. Anybody else that needs to make the Alan Osborne show? I mean, I'm not telling anything but the truth. So let me tell you how you fight back with this. You show up at the next BCC meeting. Remember, I spoke at hundreds and been to hundreds. So, I mean, I'm not asking you to do what I haven't done, and I like to see somebody else do it besides me. And Suzanne and the people who've done it for years, you people out there carrying the torch, Barbara Morano and good people out there trying to fight. Back in the day, Anita Page, God, she was great. Anyway, some people want to do the right thing, but these aren't the people who are going to do it. And they sure don't need more tax money to do it with. But here's what you can do. First thing we need to do is go ahead and step down the two people. Donna Johns is already elected, so Trey, you could step on down. And so y'all come to the next BCC meeting and go up under public comment. They're going to say they can't discuss the lawsuit, so nothing will be said, but you go up in public comment and read these elected officials who work for you, how disappointed you are in their behavior, and that you think Boots and Trey should go ahead and resign. And if you'd like to sign Boots and Trey's ethics complaint, email me, Alan Osborne, because we're going to write one. We're not just going to talk about it. We're going to write an ethics complaint because these people don't have it. So come to the great debate. You can join Bo and O'Connell and anybody else who's on the, yeah, we're following the rules. I love those things. Hey guys, what's the big idea? Can y'all not follow the rules? Can y'all not? Can y'all not follow the rules at all? You can't? What's the big idea, Mac? Can't you tell the commission that the Sandestin NOPC is, or DRI is out of compliance and the developer has to do an NOPC for substantial deviation? What's the big idea? What's the big idea, Boots? How in the hell can you explain what you did? Brown chicken, brown cow. That's all I got to say. and more stuff that goes on in our elected officials in Walton County. And that's the way it was. This is your officials with their head firmly implanted in a circle. I'll let you guess what that circle is. You know, that's the way it was on the Alan Osborne Show on a sleepy Sunday morning with our friends, leadership, and legislative liaison. You can't make this shit up, folks, but you can unelect it. You can indict it, and you file an ethics complaint, and you can speak in public about it. Those are the things that you can do on the Alan Osborne Show. Y'all keep them straight here. They can't keep themselves straight. See you next time. Vote no on the tax. Vote no.